I know our ancestors in ancient Kemet, Egypt, Black Egypt, and Nubia, the Sudan, and Kush, Ethiopia, and Azania, South Africa. They like, y'all finally waking up. Y'all heard all this stuff from these Eurocentric so-called scholars, you know what I mean, out Usar and Aset, and you know what I mean, so-called Isis, the goddess Hathor, and you know what I mean, and the Nation of Islam. I remember it's like it's in the early 80s sometime, but I remember Sister Minister Ava Muhammad wrote an article titled "Set at Liberty the Captive Believer." Touch my heart. I'm like, who is this sister? Whoa! Then I'm reading the final call, and Mother Tanetta Muhammad said, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told her that the only thing in our flag is going to change is going to take on another moon. And under the article, the number 19, she had the two crescents of Al-Qamar, or Badr as the Quran calls it. And I was like, don't sleep on these sisters. These sisters is giving us they giving us revelation. I mean, they dropping some raw jewels themselves. You know what I mean? You know, so you got to give credit where credit is due. But of course, when we bring the male chauvinism in, they go, oh, what? Mr. Farrakhan made Sister Ava Muhammad the national, what? Huh? You know what I mean? Envy and jealousy. Brother Mr. Jabril Muhammad Bernard Kushmer, he explained so eloquently one time how you can draw a happy face, a sad face, a angry face, a drunk face, whatever. But you can't draw a picture of a jealous face or an envious face. Because envy and jealousy has no expression. They'll smile in your face, backstabbers. You know how people be, two-faced. You know what I mean? So a lot of times we are bringing satanic 10% bullcrap into the cipher of the 5%. We're tracking mud into the house of God when we bring that spooky stuff in here. We don't look down on a black woman. You know what I mean? That's pathetic. The message says, you are the sons and daughters of gods of your kind, who rules the whole earth. Now, keep in mind, the message also teaches us all his followers are ministers. So don't get spooky or caught up on titles and big eyes and little U's. I mean, we're all brothers and sisters in the struggle. You know what I mean? It's like they may know your name today. They might remember your name 100 years from now. They're not going to know you 1 billion years from now. Ain't nobody going to know you 1 trillion years from now. But you know what name is going to remain? Allah. But it's not going to be called the law like we say the law. See, that's where we get spooky, and that's where we go into that Salaam law. I mean, we think that we live in a static truth. We live in a truth that's a lake instead of an ever-moving river. I mean, that water stops and it's going to seek its own level. It gets stale, turns into poison. It becomes toxic if it's not moved. It got to keep moving. It got to be renewed. It has to be al-Jadi Islam. It has to be a new Islam. Otherwise, the Islam becomes poisonous. It becomes a dead letter religion. I mean, and we have to understand that science. So the messenger says, you are the sons and daughters of gods of your kind, who rules the whole earth. They can take the earth and move it off from its regular rotation and turn it backwards if they. Who's this they talking about? Here they said, the sons and daughters of God. The mighty, mighty FOY and MGT. If you don't know, now you know. They could turn it backwards if they wanted, and you won't ever know the difference. To prove it, whatever goes on in the way of a terrific explosions in China or in Vietnam, you don't feel it here, do you? No, it's because the earth is so large that you can cut away half of it on the other side and you'll never feel it. That's beautiful physically as well as symbolically or spiritually. Now,